Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. The last time the Vipers were in this stadium, they became back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Not quite as much pressure today as they take on the 4-2 Detroit Lions in America's Game of the Week. Last week, the Chiefs took down the Vipers in a pretty handily win. They're 31-14, giving us our worst loss in the last couple of seasons, it feels like. And now, heading into our bye week, Kansas City gets blown out by the Browns. So the same treatment that they gave us, Cleveland gave them. Nate Thomas, the former Eagles quarterback, 5 touchdowns against this Kansas City defense. Looking at some other games this week, the Bears fall to 1-5. It does not look like they're going to be returning to the NFC Championship. Meanwhile, Buffalo looking like they're finally getting things together as they have a 5-1 start to the season. Here's a Super Bowl 42 rematch between the Eagles and the Colts, and Indianapolis continues to struggle as Philadelphia is good for the first time really since Super Bowl 52. As we saw, we're going to be taking on the Detroit Lions this week, and the newspaper is predicting a very low-scoring affair here with the Vipers coming out on top. These are two of the NFC's best, so it should be a pretty good matchup, at least on paper. Rob Miller is a pretty solid quarterback. He's had his ups and downs for Detroit, but right now he's on the upside, it looks like. They do also have Ray Dawkins as a backup there. He's been there for a couple of seasons now, but he has yet to see the field at all, which is kind of surprising. I thought in Detroit he actually might get a little bit of an opportunity. Defensively, they got the veteran Dwight Freeney there. He has 2 sacks. That leads the team. They also have a couple of guys with multiple interceptions. Looking at the numbers here, it looks like Detroit's got a pretty good defense, while we, of course, have a pretty good passing offense. We seem to pretty much every year with Orlando Cross. So here we are down to the field, and they're going to start off with the football. Robert Fernandez not going anywhere on first down. They're going to give it to him on second down. He's going to get tripped up as he picks up 5. Now Rob Miller looking to throw for the first time today, but his pass is going to be knocked away by Maurice Sanders. That's going to force a Detroit 3-and-out. I formation here for the Vipers. It's going to be a toss play to the right for Ryan Franks rather. He picks up 5 yards there. Third down, though, trying to avoid going 3-and-out on our own. Here, Cross has the fullback, Ron White, down the sideline. A tackle is going to be missed. Another tackle is going to be missed, and he's going to get down inside of the 10. The fullback weaving his way down the sideline there, and now we're down to inside of the 5, where we give it to Elvis Watts. He gets us down to the 2. Toss play to the left here for Watts, and he's going to be brought down at the goal line. 3rd and goal, and it's going to be another run play for Elvis Watson, this time easy with the toss play to the right, the C4 special. He is in. Touchdown Vipers as we take the 7-point lead. Here's Robert Fernandez on the toss play to the left side. Now he's going to pick up some solid yardage. And now our middle linebacker, Roscoe White, a little shaken up. He's going to be out for the rest of the game, meaning we're going to have a rookie back there leading the defense, at least in the middle of the linebacking core. Nice throw to the left side there, getting out to Powell. That's going to get them out to the 45-yard line. Miller's got time in the pocket to throw, and he's going to connect with Fasno there. And now we have another injured Viper on this defense. At this time, it's Maurice Sanders, and now he is also grabbing at his right arm and having the check out of the game. Miller dropping back to the throw. He's going to go to that left side there, and once again, he has got his tight end, Anthony Fasno, for a first down. Miller throwing this one to the left, and that could have been intercepted. He's lucky that one just fell incomplete. Second down, they come out in the offset I formation, and here's going to be a run for Robert Fernandez, breaking his way to the right, and he is gone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Fantastic blocking there by that Lions offensive line and wide receivers, and that's going to tie this game up at 7 apiece. Nice run to the right side there by Franks as he picks up 5 yards. Cross under some pressure, and he goes down, sacked on the play, and that's going to lead to 3rd down and a little bit longer there as he tests the left side looking for Burt Myers, but the UDFA unable to bring that one down, and we go 3-and-out. Here's Rob Miller in this Lions offense with some pretty good field position there. He's going to connect with his receiver, and that's already going to get them into Lions territory. Play fake now, and Miller's going down. Daryl Fannin right in his face. He had no time to throw, and now we got some bad news from Maurice Sanders. He has a broken collarbone and is going to be out for the next 10 weeks. So this Vipers secondary really taking a hit as they go right after his backup, Dan Hampton, and it pays off big time for Detroit. Powell is in for 6. That's going to take us into the second quarter of play now. Off the play fake, Cross has got his tight end Von Lewis for a pickup of about 7 or 8. Franks in the backfield. Detroit's going to send some heat, and that's going to force the incompletion there. Cross couldn't really set his feet there for that throw. This pass to the left is going to be nearly intercepted by Dwight Freeney. Orlando Cross was not expecting the defensive end to drop back into coverage on that play, and that leads to another Vipers punt. Nice run by Fernandez there. He's going to pick up about 8 yards, make it 9 actually. It's going to be second down and inches, and they're going to convert it. Dedrick Powell has just been a pain in our side so far today. Miller going to that left side there, and it's going to be Dedrick Powell again. And once again, they're going to get them across the 50-yard line and into our territory. Rob Miller's got a clean pocket here. He's going to fire that one to the right side. He's got Javaris Myers, and it's going to pick up a good chunk of yardage. Play fake now, and he's going to hurl this one to the end zone. He's got a man with a step, but it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like Robert Fernandez also got a little bit shaken up on the play. We maybe bit a little too hard on that play fake, and he's going to have to check out of the game. Here's another play fake now, taking another shot to the end zone, and once again, it's going to fall incomplete. Third down and 10 as we also get an update on Robert Fernandez. It looks like he will return to the game probably in the fourth quarter as Miller's taken another shot to the end zone. Third tries the charm. Touchdown, Javaris Myers, as their third straight shot to the end zone hits pay dirt. So the Vipers now find themselves down by 14 against the Lions. Cross is going to sling that one downfield, and it's going to be caught by Jimmy Andrews. Just like that, we get into Detroit's territory. Play fake now over the middle. It's Jimmy Andrews again getting open and getting us down inside of the 10. Officially marked down at the 9. Here's a draw play for Ryan Franks trying to bounce it to the outside, and he's only going to pick up a couple of yards there. Third and goal now. Cross looking to throw for this one, and it's going to be right off of the hands of Jimmy Andrews. That should have been a touchdown. Take a second look at this one. A perfectly placed ball just right off of the receiver's hands. So now we have to settle for a Brian Koch field goal. Detroit still with a 2-possession lead, now up by 11. Here's Cadwell, who's going to have to be running the ball for the majority of this game now that Robert Fernandez is a little bit shaken up, and he picks up some solid yardage there, and Miller should have thrown a pick on second down. He got away with one there. They live to see third down and 5. Robert Miller over the middle, and he's got Javaris Myers to convert the third down. Man, I'm really wishing we could have had that pick right now. That run is not going to be going anywhere. It's actually going to be a loss of 3, and it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That pass by Myers is going to be caught, but shy of the sticks, and the Vipers will use their first timeout of the half. Trying to lower this Detroit lead before we get to the break. Over the middle, it's Larry Fitzgerald who picks up about 5 yards on the play as the Vipers hurry things up. Cross drive back to throw, now under some pressure, and he can't get it out. He had Franks open in the flat, but Dwight Freeney was just a little too quick for him. Third down and 11, cross under some pressure. It's Dwight Freeney again. Back-to-back sacks for the veteran pass rusher, and the Lions are now going to have a chance to extend their lead before halftime. Miller looking to throw, and he's going to be intercepted by Devlin, but then he lost the football, and Detroit jumps back on top of it. The rare double turnover play, and Huey, who forced the fumble out of the linebacker's hands, a little bit shaken up there as you saw him grabbing at his arm, but I think it was worth the sacrifice there as they very quickly got the ball back. We get an update on Huey. He will be out for the remainder of the game. Miller's taking a shot to the right side here, but Darren Gordon is there to break that one up. Under a minute left to go in the half, and they're going to run the football here and pick up the first down. The clock continues to tick, under 30 seconds left to go, and Robert Miller barely avoids the sack, and he's lucky that wasn't called a fumble. Third down and 8. Miller looking to throw again to the left side, and he's got Dedrick Powell again inside of the 10, and that's going to put him over 100 yards in the first half alone, right through the hands of Justin Williams. I swear, Detroit is just catching every break right now as they kick a field goal to make this a 14-point game at halftime. Albuquerque gets the football to start off the second half, and hopefully we can cut into this Detroit lead a little bit here on this drive. There's Ron White in the flat. He's going to fight his way for 7 yards down that left sideline. Now running the football with Franks, getting away from the initial defender. He loses the football, but luckily it rolls out of bounds. Back to the ground game. Nope, this is going to be a play fake as Cross fires that one over the middle, but it's going to be broken up, trying to connect with this tight end, Trey Francis. Detroit sends some heat on this play, and once again, Jimmy Andrews unable to hold on to the football there. We're just 2 for 6 on third down today, looking for the conversion here, and Burt Myers has got it. That was much needed, it feels like, on this drive. Cross throws that one to the left side, connecting with Charles Phillips for the first time today. He gets hit hard after picking up just a few yards. Another third down going to that right side. Jimmy Andrews is able to bring this one in, but he's going to get tackled shy of the sticks, bringing up 4th down and 3, and the offense remains on the field. Cross going 5 wide, and he's got a wide open running lane here. He's going to take it diving as he picks up the first down and much more after that. Cross once again, dropping back to throw over the middle. He's got his tight end, Von Lewis, for just his 2nd reception of the day. But this Vipers offense really moving the ball down the field well on this drive. Ryan Franks with the run now. He goes right up the middle, and that's going to be 8 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 2. Cross throwing that one to the right side, and he's got Charles Phillips down inside of the 5 as the Vipers are knocking at the doorstep here. We're going to hand it off to Franks, and he's going to fight his way over the plane. Touchdown Vipers as they make this a 1-possession game. Rob Miller and the Lions offense looking to keep their foot on the gas now. Anthony Fasno picks up the first down on that play. In the backfield now is Cladwell, and they're going to hand it off to him. He's going to take that one to the right side, and that's going to be a pickup of 7 yards there. They're going to give it to him again on the draw. He goes right up the middle, and it looks like that should be a Lions first down. Continuing to go to the ground game now as Cladwell cuts this one back inside and picks up another solid game. Albuquerque historically has not had a good run defense, and it's showing today. We also have been struggling on 3rd down, especially against Dedrick Powell, who converts it right there. And just like that, we're already into the 4th quarter, and Rob Miller is going to be sacked. Daryl Fannin with his 2nd of the afternoon. That sets up 3rd down and long. They come out in the I formation here. They just hand it off to Johnson, taking the conservative approach, and instead of attempting a long field goal, we're going to be getting the football back down by 7. Crossfires that one over the middle, a little bit off the mark. It comes on 3rd down, but luckily we get a call there for pass interference, and we live to see another play. It's going to be another 3rd down here, though, and this time it's going to be broken up. No flags on the field, and just like that, we have to give the ball back to Detroit. Over the middle, he's got his receiver, and that's going to pick up a first down for the Lions. Our defense needs to get us at least one more stop here if we want to force any kind of overtime or, of course, win this game. Nice run to the right side there is going to pick up a first down, but now quickly 3rd down is brought up. Pass to the right side is going to be caught. Myers is going to be shy of the sticks, so Albuquerque's offense is going to have another chance to get into the end zone, and it feels like it's going to have to be on this drive. Detroit punting this one away, and it looks like it's going to be a good one, bouncing inside of the 5, and that puts their offense in a tough situation. So in a little bit of a sticky situation now, Cross throwing that one off his back foot to avoid the safety, and he was almost picked off there. 3rd down, crosses over the middle, and he's got Burt Myers. A much-needed 3rd down conversion, because if it's 4th down there, we would consider having to punt it. Luckily, we don't have to, and now we got another first down with Jimmy Andrews over the middle. Cross stepping up into the pocket, and he's got Burt Myers with another great reception. Flags fly on the play as well, roughing the passer, and that's going to send us into Lions territory before Cross gets sacked on 1st and 10 there as our right tackle, the rookie, got beat. Cross has been sacked 4 times today. Now here's a 2nd down and 14. Over the middle, it's Charles Phillips, more like in the flat there. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 as the Vipers come out 5 wide. Cross floating that one over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. And now Cross is grabbing at his shoulder. He's going to have to check into the game for 4th down. So now Drew Lloyd is in the game. Can he keep our hopes alive? No! Looking for Larry Fitzgerald over the middle. It's going to be broken up, though. And now the Lions just have to run out the rest of this clock. Luckily, Orlando Cross's injury isn't anything too serious, but if we are going to come back in this game, it's going to be because of Drew Lloyd. But first, our defense has got to give us a stop. We use our final timeout there, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Lions. If they pick this up, they can run out the rest of this clock, and luckily, they are unable to do so, but they'll still take down about 40 seconds here. So Drew Lloyd in the offense have the football with over 30 seconds left to play. He's going to fire that one downfield. He's got Larry Fitzgerald, and it's time for the offense to hurry things up. Going 5 wide again here. Lloyd looking to throw, firing that one to the left side. It's going to be jumped and picked. Anthony Vasquez, he baited him on the throw. Made it look like Phillips was going to be open on the little comeback route there, but no, he jumped it, and that's going to put an end to this one as Detroit pulls off the victory and advances to 5-2 here, 24-17. That's going to send the Vipers down to 4-3. Not the start to the season you really expected for the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Orlando Cross had an alright game, 216 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, and only a 55% completion percentage. As you saw, he was sacked 4 times. The ground game really struggled today as well. Just the offense as a whole had a tough time. Jimmy Andrews with a couple of drops. Burt Myers had a couple that he probably should have brought in, but didn't. He also came up clutch on some plays as well. And then the defense, they actually, I don't think, performed too poorly. They got a lot of stops in the second half. Didn't allow any points in the second half. It's just we were only able to score once. Looking at some other games this week, we've got some AFC East action. Here's the Miami Dolphins pour it on the New England Patriots here, 40-21, and it looks like for maybe the first time in this entire series, the Miami Dolphins might be a good football team. Looking down to the AFC South now, you got the Tennessee Titans giving Houston their second loss of the season, ending their 5-game winning streak, and there was all kinds of different scorings here. There was defensive scorings, there were kick returns, you can see there was a fumble return, there was a pick 6 earlier, just a wild game that went into overtime. You would not expect this score to be 33-3 when you look at all these offensive numbers, because nothing is flying off the page, and that's because pretty much everything else was scoring. Looking inside of our own division now with the San Francisco 49ers, who currently are on top. They lose to the San Diego Chargers, who are looking pretty good for the first time since in the post-Phillip Rivers era, that is, as the Niners get their second loss of the season here, 22-17. That's going to be a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leaving a like is always appreciated. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey.